come with me to perform at the World Series baseball event in Toronto. Yeah. So I basically had to wake up at 5 in the morning to get ready. And it was dark outside. This is no way to wake up. And I had to hit him with a little fit check for the day. You know what I'm saying? I had all my things with me because it was going to be a very long day. We had a very early call time. And by the way, also, if you were ever wondering where all the hot, fit, tall, and sexy people are in the city, they're all up jogging at 6 in the morning. So sorry, you missed it. After arriving at the stage where they're doing the holding, I went through security and then just had to walk to where they had everybody waiting. And then it was straight to the craft services lineup. There were a lot of people there. And I met up with the rest of the crew, the orchestra who was going to be performing, and a lot of familiar faces and friends. So that was really fun. And they loaded us up onto the buses and we headed out towards the venue, which was the Rogers Stadium. So we're super excited.
What's up?
We're walking. We embarked on the long and tedious walk to security, where we went through all of that and went straight into the holding room where they had all the musicians from the Voices of Fire choir, who all were so fabulous and nice and smelled very good, I might add. I literally walked in the room. I was like, everybody smells good in this room. Anyways, so then we had the long and winding road down to the actual turf where, you know, we had to walk across, and we were very strictly instructed not to walk on that white line, that one line. I don't know a lot about baseball, guys. I'm going to be honest here. I just play the violin. Where are we? Period. Then we had to wait just a little bit more, and we got to have front row seats, just sitting there waiting for them to be ready for us, because they had a lot of people. They had the people who were doing the flag, like with their bodies, and the choir, just having a little fun, taking pictures. Hi! Meanwhile, our amazing conductor, Derek Hodge, was making last-minute edits to some things in the score to make it a little bit easier for us to look at. And then we got into position to start the rehearsal, and they had to get, you know, all the people who were part of the flag, as you can see there in the back. We had a couple minutes to take photos and mess around, as we like to do. So we definitely did that. Then we had to take the Heel Toe Express back up to the top of the venue while we waited to get news about when we're going to head back to the studio, where we're going to have lunch and then do our fitting for our outfits, our costumes for the actual show. And then actually one of our friends was, you know, heading through the venue, and so he had taken some footage from the rehearsal, and so he sent that over to us, and so it was really nice to see what everything looked like from up above. It was so beautiful. Then it was time to load back up onto the bus, so we headed outside, and
Here we are.
waiting.
Ripley's Aquarium.
Next stop. But honestly, going anywhere took a really long time because there were a lot of people, like between the flag people, the choir, and us. It's like 400 or 500 people. So that explains why there were not many seats, and I was sitting on the floor eating my chicken.
Ooh. Anyways, I just upgraded to the table. We upgraded to the table. We got chairs.
After lunch came the controlled chaos of the fitting. So we all had to wear this complete and total white outfit that was giving very much. Here we are.
Hunger Games.
I know. I'm like,
The all white, like President Snow.
yeah, here we are. I got my clothes over my shoulder. I'm gonna look a lot better tomorrow. We wrapped for the day, and I had to go to the studio to work on some stuff. But the next day, we had a call time that was just a little bit later. So luckily, we got a little bit more sleep. There was a bit more daylight on the way there, so that had me in good spirits, you know? So I just got to the studio, walking over to the stage now. At least it's daylight right now a little bit, so it's better than yesterday. Just like yesterday, after arriving, we had to get straight onto the bus and go over to the venue, and I had a little repeat moment of, you know, looking at the music that I had from this TikTok that I did. Anyways, then it was kind of like same drill as yesterday, except this time they had some beautiful balloons in celebration of the game. I had to hit you guys with another fit check. You already know what it is. Then we got our mic packs that we plugged our in-ears into, and then we did the journey again all the way down. Day 2, walking down, period. Then it was basically the same drill, but we did everything memorized, and Pharrell was there, so that was cool. At this point, crowds were already starting to form, and I thought this would be a great time to get some spirit going, but it seemed like there were a lot of fake fans around.
You could probably get a really big cheer if you were like, "Go Jays, go!" But I'm scared to do it, so I'm not going to. But
Go Jays!
gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll say it too. Okay.
Go
Ready?
Jays!
Woo!
Oh, yeah!
Wow, we're really getting let down today.
Yeah, I know.
People of Toronto, please stop trying to be so nonchalant. Anyways, we went back to the studio to have our lunch. That's a brownie in a cup, by the way. I thought it was a sauce at first. Then we all got changed into our lovely white fits. And you guys, honestly, shout out to the costume department. They were such lovely professional people. They tailored and also handmade the belts for every single person. So that was insane. Like, they're amazing. Tell me why. We assembled the gang for some pictures, and we were serving some Backstreet Boys orderly realness. 3, 2, 1, jump! And then it was back to the bus because we were headed to the venue for the real thing. Showtime, baby. And this time we were on the bus with the costume people, and they were lit. And we arrived at the stadium. We were definitely getting excited. The crowd was there. We had to go back in through security again, had some snacks, and just started to watch the venue fill up with people. We got the opportunity to go downstairs and pick out some merch. It was really, really busy, so they had us, put some stuff aside so we could come back during the game to pay for it. And then we had to get ready for showtime. A few more minutes to go. Just a few minutes. Unfortunately, I didn't have any pockets for me to put my phone in, so I didn't get any videos heading downstairs, but we did get this cute little one before we all headed out onto the field. So then that was it. The performance was over. So we went back down to pick up our merch, and a lot of people were really sweet and congratulated us on our performance. And then it was time to head home. You guys, we were so beat. We probably could have stuck around for a little bit, but I was like, I need to get home. And actually, as we went outside, there was a crowd of people who were watching the game from like this little sliver that was available to look through. But yeah, after 2 very long days, I was feeling tired. So tired. But that's all. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.